Hey Andrew and Adam, this is me. Today I'll be going over Powell Jenkins ASCII library, his P5 library with you guys. Um, and yeah, and as you can see, this is the code right here to the left. And one really cool thing about this code is you can use it for both static images and like live video from your camera, your device, whatever you're using it on. So yeah, let's jump into this code. This code is a lot longer and complicated than expected, but let's I'll just get to it. So the first thing you see up here, this first variable is, well, yeah, it's just a variable, the my ASCII art, and then right here we're kind of setting like more settings for the other variables, and the var my capture. The var my capture is just letting us know, let's letting your device know like you want to capture video. And this variable right here, the var gfx, it's I'm using this variable right here to actually process like the image in graphics. That's going to help a lot when it comes to like it like rendering and being like it moving so smoothly, basically. Then this variable right here, oh, my queue's already getting really hot, being really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear my fan. But this variable right here is very important. This is where we're going to store the two-dimensional array for the image. Then this one right here, this variable is going to tell the program if we want to display the original image or not. We're going to be using an if-else function for that. And yeah, oh, another cool thing is for this code, if you actually click on the screen, you can actually change the source to if you want to see like live feed or go back to the art. So that's what the if else function that's later on, like down the code. So yeah, now we're getting into it. This function right here, this function, all this code is basically just trying to get access to the camera. The function into capture device and trying to create a capture and setting the size and setting the attributes and all this. This is all just for capturing, like, or at least it's telling the program to just try to. What it's telling you, it's trying to get access to the camera, basically. And then now we can finally get to our setup after all that, all these variables and all the pre-functions and stuff. So as you can see, we have a 640 by 480 canvas into capture device, which is just letting us see. Then these two right here, these are helping us define the graphics more. I tried playing with the pixel density. Nothing really changed that much when I like change the value, no matter what it is. So refresh. Why am I a little darker? Oh, nope. Let's try 100. Refresh. And my computer, okay, it didn't freeze. Okay, thank God. It's working really hard right now. Okay, let's bring it right back to 1 so it can slow out. And there we go. Okay. Now this right here, we're making a new object right here. And then after we initialize this object, we're using this code right here to convert all the pixels to glyphs in the text that you see going all crazy over here. And after you initialize it, then you have to define it more, so you can tell the text if you want to. You can tell the text if you want to be centered. You can change the font, change the size, the style, the strokes. Unless you use like a weird internet font, it mostly looks the same. Cause I'm gonna change this monospace to Helvetica because it's a pretty common. Pretty common typeface. Wow. Looks kind of different, but still kind of the same. I mean, you can tell it's a different typeface, but like it's still. Well, actually, no. This one's actually not as good as the other one. So let me change it back. This one definitely works better, well best for this code. There we go. You can also change the size of the letters, and I feel like 8's a really good size, but you should see how it looks bigger. You're definitely going to see why like 8's a great size for this. Yeah, when the type's too big, it just gets overly like white, like it's crazy. And you can normal, you can be italics or bold, whatever you want to do. And then you also have the frame rate right here, which is anything over 30. Pretty much you have like the same seamless like great flow of like the video. But if you bring it down really low to like below 10 or something, let's go with 8. You're definitely going to see how choppy it can get. It's still kind of fluid. Let me bring it down to 3. Yeah, see, it's definitely moving like a lot slower now. Like you can't even like see my mouth move in like time. Still really cool for, or you can play with this like to get whatever like kind of mood or aesthetic or whatever you're trying to go for. Just back to 30. Okay. Oop, refresh you. And boom. We're back to normal. Okay. Now we're finally to our function draw. Of course, using we have to like use this all this to get our video, and we're using this code right here, the variable before the GFX variable we defined before to like help prepare the image for conversion after we capture it. And then this filter is actually a huge like part of this code. Like actually, like the way it looks now is really cool, but without this code right here, you can see how bad. Well, not bad, but like it just doesn't feel the same without that filter. Because this filter right here adds so much like contrast and like saturation to the image. It helps the code like the values of the actual image like they help exaggerate everything in the image more to help the code pick up light and dark colors better. So this is actually a huge part of this code. You know, it doesn't seem like it's just this one small filter, and it made such a huge difference in like image quality and like how well it looks. And it's really cool. And even I learned you could put filters on like your whatever your device is inputting. So it's really cool. And this right here, this is also really important. This is where the processed image is actually being converted. Let's convert right here. So without this, damn, we're not really getting anything. So two strong pieces of code, very important pieces of code, are right here. Without those 2 lines, then this is basically just nothing, honestly. And now we're finally to the if else function I mentioned before. It's telling us if it's showing like the original image feed or whatever you're capturing with the array, or if it's not or if it's showing that, or if it's not showing that, it's going to show you like an all red screen. Yeah, this deadly red, because the highest contrast right there, the 2455. And this is the mouse release function to help show the original image like before. Yeah. And then this is finally the type array 2D function, which is this is the function from the ASCII library that's helping us write, it's like help write the 2D array of text that you see, the art and stuff. Yeah, and it's a bunch of complicated code. I tried playing around with it, and you don't really want to mess with anything in this code right here. This whole thing actually. Yeah. And this last piece of code, this if some more if statements. These are just for like different browsers have code is different browsers handle code differently. So this is like a safe keep. So if like you're running this in like Safari or on something that doesn't seem right, or it's just helping run smooth across all like browsers, no matter what you use. And yeah, that's pretty much it. My laptop is overheating right now. I don't know if you can hear the fan or not, and it's super hot. My laptop already like shut down and froze on me twice today, so I'm gonna have to bring this video to an end. But yeah, that's basically the code for the ASCII art library for P5, and yeah.